Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make chocolate tacos. These chocolate tacos are filled with ice cream, M&Ms, marshmallows, and chocolate fudge. You can dress them up any way that you want to. I'm going to show you how I'm putting mine together. Let's get started on today's tutorial. I'm going to start off with showing you the ingredients for the chocolate taco portion, and I'll show you the decorating ideas later on. So what we'll need for the chocolate taco is a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, which is icing sugar / confectioner sugar. We also are going to need 1 teaspoon of milk. You can use 1%, 2%, or skim if you prefer. A 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. I have my stand mixer here fitted with the paddle attachment. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can do this by hand with a hand mixer, or you can even do it with a spoon. It creates a really small amount of batter. I'm going to start with a little bit of flour into my bowl here and my icing sugar. And I'm putting in all of these dry ingredients and my cocoa, and then I'm going to stir them just on low until they're all incorporated. Salt and my cornstarch. And then I'm going to get my wet ingredients after this is finished mixing. My dry ingredients have combined, so I'm going to put in my milk and my vanilla. Then I'm going to put the mixer on to low. And I'm going to add my eggs one at a time, and I'm going to let it mix until it's nice and shiny. So my batter is nice and glossy. It's all ready to go. Now I'm going to be using my cookie scoop. That is about 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons. I'm going to take a scoop of that. I'm just going to put it in the center of my paper here, and this is parchment paper on the top of my baking pan. I'm just taking the back of a spoon, and I'm just going to carefully move this around, and I'm going to make it into a circle that's about 5 to 6 inches in diameter. You can see it can be a little bit tricky. What I also suggest using too is if you have a silicone baking liner, you could use one of those. It still is a little bit, this part, like the dough is sticky enough that it does create a little bit of a challenge each time, but it's worth it in the end to make the little tacos. Just going to keep going around. You don't want to have any bumps in your dough. You want to try to make it as smooth as you can. Going around. And if you have any ledges on the side, like the edge right there, it's no big deal because you can cut it off with scissors after it's done baking. So my oven is preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to bake for about 5 to 6 minutes only. Then we're going to be putting it on a spoon that's set in between 2 bowls. So I'm going to get that ready while this is baking. So I think I've got it pretty even. And I'm going to pop it in. There we go. So I'm going to pop that in, and I'll be right back. So I've got the taco out of the oven. At this point, while it's still warm, you do need to work a little bit quickly. I'm using an angled spatula to just unstick it. And then I'm putting it onto this bowl with a spoon in between it here. And then I'm just going to gently press it down to be a little bit more of a taco shape like that. And then I'll start again, do another taco here on my sheet, and they're going to make between probably like 6 to 8. When I did this before, it made 8 using those same measurements that I showed you. So you're just going to let them cool here like this, and they'll be hardened in a really quickly, probably like 5 to 10 minutes is all that has been taking for me here. So now that our chocolate tacos are finished baking and they're cooling, I'm getting together my decorating ideas for you. Now these are just some of the things that you can use to put together a chocolate taco, but of course you can use any sort of topping that you might find delicious. What I'm going to be using are mini marshmallows, melted chocolate, and I'm going to be putting vanilla ice cream in the chocolate taco, lots of little sprinkles, some mini chocolate chips, some chocolate fudge topping, and then I found these mega M&Ms. They're huge, and I can't wait to use them. I haven't used them yet. and some mini M&Ms. So both extremes, large and small for those. But like I said, you can use anything to customize it perfectly for you. So once your chocolate tacos are cooled and hardened, you should be able to pick them up, and I'm going to put them into my melted chocolate. I'm just dipping it really slightly into the melted chocolate, just getting the edges there. And now I'm just going to do the exact same thing into my sprinkles. And then next up, after this chocolate hardens, we're going to put in the ice cream. So my sprinkles have hardened on the top here, on the top of the shell of the chocolate taco here. So now what I'm going to do is put in my slightly softened ice cream. So I'm just using a small spoonful at a time, and I'm just going to put it into here. Just try to fit it in as much as you want or as little as you want. So if you're going to be serving these tacos immediately, like at a party or whatnot, that's the best way to serve them. But if you want to use them for later, that's fine as well. You're just going to want to go and pop them back into the freezer and freeze them nice and solid while you're waiting for your guests or, you know, a special occasion or a dinner treat or whatnot. So I've got my ice cream in there, and now I'm going to put on some additional sprinkles here and some marshmallows. Put them all however you want to do it. Some of my jumbo ones I've been waiting to use, and some mini ones. You could customize them for like themes if you just use one color or whatnot. There's like endless possibilities. And some chocolate chips, mini ones, and then of course our chocolate sauce. So I'm not going to be using these right away, so I'm going to go pop them into the freezer because I've got a couple more to do, and then I'll be back to show you all of them finished up. There you go, everybody, how to make chocolate tacos. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of flavor combo you would use with your chocolate tacos. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you all again next time.